Alright, here's a quick little video about flaking and stacking ropes. So you're going to see a lot of my lower half during this video, so bear with me. So I've kind of got all my rope over here. I just dumped it because I was using this end for the video. So now, flaking the rope, I'm just going to take it and run it through my hands. And what I'm doing, I'm actually pinching on here as well. I'm feeling for any soft spots in this rope. I'm making sure that it's still serviceable. This is something that I do with all of my equipment at the beginning of every season and at the end of every season. I just make sure everything's good. So now my rope is flaked and it's stacked not in a super organized manner. If I were on a mountain, I could actually stack it a little bit better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I coil this. So I want to make a somewhat of a modified backpack coil using a gasket hitch as well. So I'm going to pull off about 6, we'll go 7, 8-ish feet, roughly using body measurements of the first bit of the tail there. I'm then going to grab the end and I'm going to fold it onto itself so I create a closed loop on one side, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Back and forth, roughly about the length of my thigh, so about 3, that's not 3 feet, I don't know what that is, like 2 feet or something like that. And I'm going to do that back and forth. And I might need to drop that first coil that I did. So right now, roughly, I've got the same length of tail there. So I'm going to take it. Here, I'll actually bring it up now and I can hold it up. So I take it, got both ends, get it pretty even. I grab both ends of the rope there, and I will pinch and hold, wrap around everything. See that? Tighten it down, wrap it over where the knot is where the rope is coming through there. Wrap it over that to lock it off. And I'll go, let's do 2 more times. One, and actually just 1 more time. So I've created this opening here. See that little eye right there? I'm going to take both ends of the rope, I'm going to make a bite with them, and I'm going to push that bite through that opening. So I push the bite through the opening, I pull the tail through a little bit more, I flip that tail over, all of it, and then I snug those 2 tails down. That's called a gasket hitch, gasket hitch. You can carry it like that if you want, or if I did this right and I gave myself enough, I can throw this over my shoulders like this, flip it around and cross them, and hey, look at that. So here's the cool trick that I do with using this carabiner as my go-to, right? See if I have enough here. I might just barely be able to sneak this by. Just for demonstration purposes. I would typically have more tail on that. I'm stressing and dressing all of those, clipping that carabiner through. So now I throw that over, get my backpack going. Oh, barely. I don't think I have enough. Yep. Tying that knot made it a little too tight. You get the deal. So what I'll do is I'll undo that and I'll show you the other way if you don't use a carabiner. Gave myself more rope to work with, I'd have it. Throw it around the back. And then just do a simple square knot. Make sure I do the square knot properly though. And then I use this thing to go in. This is my platform and my climber. Mentioned this before. I've got a little Badlands Gear monster pack. I'm ready to saddle. I'm ready to climb right now. I can go out and find any tree had I had my saddle on and my assisted braking device, and I am ready to climb. Super simple, super quick way of going into the woods. If you're climbing SRT, you don't need to have all this other gear and crap that you carry around with you, right? There we go. Get unhung up. Cool. If you like that tip, like, subscribe. Full AJ. More saddle hunting tips coming your way.